Welcome guys to the final golem video. 8 uber sets later, probably 15 total in my time of playing Path of Exile. This has finally happened, and I guess it's the last remaining drop that I've wanted to have happen. Managed to get a pair of Val Gauntlets, a pair of Atziri's Acuities. Ever since I started the game, Atziri was this big crazy zone that I wanted to play. After I'd got used to normal Atziri and all this, we played at a Cyclone without Ascendances, types of builds. We had tense moments where we'd survive by the skin of our teeth and we'd get a mask. We had Brutus-led Sprinkler where I would one-shot everything and I was rewarded with a garb. Just pleased that it happened, and I wanted to just upload this video and just say, like, finally happened, I finally got some Acuities drop. And as this video sort of continues, and we wanted to talk a little bit about the difference between a Necro and an Elementalist. Now for me, the reason you're playing this build is because it's the fucking LoL style of die and kill shit, right? Like, it's this, right? Go downstairs, make a cup of tea, come back and pick up a pair of Acuities. That can happen. However, for me personally, I would wholeheartedly recommend a Necro over a Elementalist for a few reasons. As a Necro, you can survive the trio through your own mechanical play. Coming up is going to be a clip playing of me surviving a phase where realistically, as an Elementalist, you have no chance to survive it. As a Necro, you have the Spirit Offering, you have the Bone Offering, the block, you have capped Chaos Res, your minions have Chaos Res, your minions are doing more damage, you are just tankier, and you can play around the content. And as a person that likes to do that, that is perfect for me. So there is definitely this thing where if you can play it mechanically, you can get through this whole zone without dying. However, as an Elementalist, I found that I died on all three phases, and it just really wasn't realistically possible to consistently survive. Sometimes I survived the Vals raising up, sometimes I survived the trio, most times not. Sometimes I survived the Atziri zone, 9 times out of 10 not. However, as a Necro, you can really, through your own individual skills, survive, and that's a huge thing for me. Coming up are 2 clips. On your left is a Necro and on your right is an Elementalist. Now I just wanted to show you the damage between the two and chat a little bit about why exactly I think a Necro is better. So on the left, a Necro will end up killing it faster. Also, you can survive because you have block, Bone Offering applies to you, your roomies, blah blah blah, all this good stuff, and you can survive a lot more as a Necro than an Elementalist. That's just a fact. It is a more defensive class. However, an Elementalist, if you die, obviously your golems can complete the fight without you. So a Necro, let's say your minions butcher the zone, then you have to come back into a sort of dangerous zone and you have to mechanically kill it yourself. Whereas an Elementalist, if you die here, it's fine because the golems will be immune to elemental damage and they will kill the Vals that have been raised up and enraged. But a Necro does kill it much faster. An Elementalist is slower but safer. When you die, your golems carry on, they complete the fight, it's all fine. But it becomes an issue when you move on to the trio, because as a Necro, your golems are much better at surviving the two-handed corrupted blood. Now, to cut a lengthy video down by about 5 minutes, I'm just going to quickly explain it. The TLDR version is, as a Necro, it is mechanically playable to kill the trio. As an Elementalist, if you go in the room like this as an Elementalist and your minions get lucky and they kill, I think his name is Cura, the two-handed bleed guy that does stacked up corrupting blood, they kill him first or second, you can then die, you will kill the trio zone, move on to Atziri, run in, die in the middle, and you will kill Uber Atziri. AFK, even if you've got lack of damage, it will take 5 minutes, you'll AFK, it'll kill it. However, if you run into the zone and you don't get a scenario like this where your minions actually target the bleed guy, and you run into a scenario where the bleed guy is up last, your minions will die pretty much instantaneously to his corrupting blood. It will take 3 portals to kill him, sometimes it takes 4, and if you've died previously on the raised up Vals, which is possible as an Elementalist, you then don't have a portal left to pick up the loot, so you can get in that zone and watch Atziri kill it, but you will not be able to pick up your loot. and you will brick the run. So I'm just throwing it out there that an Elementalist, if it works out like this and you kill the Corrupted Bleed guy and then you're left with this Dual Striker guy second, it's easy. It's a cakewalk. But if you don't, you completely brick the run. And I haven't figured out a way to get the minions to target the Bleed guy first or second. I've tried curses, I've tried spell totems, I've tried everything. I've tried shift clicking them. If for some reason you're not in a scenario like this where you're facing the two one-handed guy, so he's got two one hands, look, your minions don't die. If this here is the Bleed guy, you're done. So that's my opinion. If you can get the RNG, play Elementalist, but I don't really like RNG, so that's why I'm sticking with Necro. If you enjoyed the videos and the guides and all the stuff I've been doing throughout Harbinger League, comment, like, subscribe, support me, appreciate it. I'm going to catch you guys later. Hopefully you've enjoyed this content. Just think that Elementalist is a great class. It's just the only thing in the game that kills it is the Bleed guy, and I can't make him target the Bleed guy. So if we can solve that issue, Elementalist all the way for lazy Uber farming, but currently we can't, so probably recommend a Necro for consistency. Alright, catch you guys later.